Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be looking at chapter 22 of Peopleware, which is called The Black Team. It's a short chapter, but a good story. In the 1960s, IBM found itself in a tricky situation, and it figured out a great solution. This is the story of that problem and solution. So around this time, in the 1960s, computers were big, slow, hard to update, and just generally harder to work with than they are today. So once a computer was delivered to a customer, that was likely to be the computer that they'd have and in the state that it was indefinitely. It wasn't like there was an internet by which to deliver software updates. There was a problem with bugs in the product, and IBM's initial solution was to require their engineers to thoroughly test their code before shipping it to the world. With engineers being familiar with their own work, this caused there to be a blind spot in the testing, despite everyone's best intentions. And thus, bugs infected the hearts and minds of IBM's customers anyways. Testing for bugs is harder than you might expect, and finding an apocryphal last bug is darn near impossible. But IBM observed of its teams that some individuals were better at testing than others, and decided that instead of people testing their own work, that a new team would be formed of the best testers who would be responsible for testing everyone else's code. Alright, so with that fine premise, what was the result? Well, slightly above average testers, slightly above average in terms of motivation testers, as they worked together, they honed each other and encouraged each other and drew sick delight in subjecting others' code to brutal batteries of tests and reporting failures. People started calling them the Black Team. It started out as a joke, but then they started wearing black outfits. They started growing villainous mustaches and laughing at the destruction of pitiful software that crossed their desks. Very villainous indeed. Although they were generally disliked by the other programmers, their coworkers whose work they were testing, the company was thrilled because every bug found by them was one that would not be seen by customers, and that was a huge win. So the team itself was a success, but what made it particularly great wasn't just the work effectiveness, it was the social connection that was built between the members. The outfits and mustaches were kind of a funny joke, but the social chemistry it engendered was a sign of happy, satisfied, and engaged workers who were doing a good job. As time went on, original members left the team and were replaced right away. Eventually, all of the original members were gone, but even so, the Black Team retained its personality, energy, and effectiveness. So that's all for this video. I hope you found it thought-provoking and helpful, and I'll see you all in the next one.